Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 3 of my United States of America campaign here as Floyd Olson. So, we're gonna... How long is that? Anyway, we finished up strengthening Congress, I believe, so we're continuing to increase the stability. I think it's now time to contain the extremism. Once we've done that, we need to go looking for some war support stuff. I know there's one here. I'm not quite sure. We got 2 down here. We got a little bit of a way to go until we hit 60%. So for right now, let's just clear out the extreme parties so that when election day comes, we're only taking things from each other. You know, I just thought that would be something if they included midterm elections in Kaiserreich, but at that point, that's probably just way too many events. There's just way too much going on. Although I know Man the Guns is going to have the congressional mechanics, so maybe they can do some sort of variant on that. Alright, now we're going to wait on getting those tanks involved. We're ahead of time on these special forces. Could do Grand Assault. I don't know about all this. It's just, when in doubt, we're going to work on the Navy. In the Navy. Okay, naval stuff. We could get the best. No, it's way too ahead of time. But you know, we're looking really good on the cruisers and destroyers. What's going on with the submarines? Soon, I think at some point we're gonna want to swing through and grab that the submarine warfare one. Come on, go out here. Aren't you supposed to? I want to find somewhere where they're getting acclimatized. Division over fair deal doctrine. Interesting, but hold on a second. Let me see here. Clear weather. What is this? Very hot. Really? In the forests of Minnesota? Whatever. We're just going to keep them in 29 Palms. It's not a big deal. So, division over fair deal doctrine. What is this? The need for the fair deal to remedy America's many economic issues is agreed upon in the Republican Party, despite the old guard within the party insisting that Hoover handled it the best he could. An important provision in the Fair Deal is the intervention of federal policy to regulate the market and even prevent bank failure. Several high-profile Republicans like Robert Taft oppose stretching executive power, even if it could benefit the economy. To counter, Quentin Roosevelt has stated that the role of the president to ensure the health of the American people extends to their economy. So this is kind of interesting because both of these men are sons of presidents in the original timeline as well. Robert Taft was the son of William Taft, who was the president after Theodore Roosevelt, and that guy did a lot. He was Secretary of War, he was president, he was a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. He's responsible for getting the Supreme Court building that we know today built, although I think he died before it was completed, but he helped plan it. So Taft, we can go with Taft here, and we'll lose political power, but the social liberals will get more popular. Or we can say Quentin's opinion is overruled and will cost us 10 political power, and we'll lose the popularity of the social liberals. So, yeah, we just spent 200 increasing the popularity of the social liberals. We might as well stay the course, right? So 25 for 2 sounds like a hell of a bargain to me. Okay, so we're going to keep this cranking out. We've really got to do something about Army experience. We need to get political power so I can hire Eisenhower over here. So after I'm done with the extremism, that's probably what I really need the most. What can help me with the political power? Farmer relief. I don't know what I'm going to do unless I just stop taking national focuses to dig my way out. Oh, wait a minute. Good business relations. There's 100 there. Union ties, also good for the social liberals. Improved trade relations. Creed. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to be spending a lot of time then working on this section of the tree. War support might just have to wait. But plus, don't I have something for war support? No, we got party popularity down here. And then this is for stability. It's just going to take a little while. It's a hell of a hole to dig out of. Well, it looks like Russian and Japanese ambitions included killing each other. They're going after Mongolia, and they're about to wipe Mongolia from the map. They've already formed their own. Okay, so Russia is facing the east right now. Okay, what are we going to do here? Have we gotten the computing machine yet? No, it's not up and running. We need to look at a little bit better fighters at some point. Let's change this up. I don't know, make them red, because they're all getting sunburned out in the desert. Alright, keep moving people over. Actually, it seems like the ones getting acclimatized are out here. Whoa, some sort of update. Snooze that, please. Not now. Alright. Okay, computing machine is done. Alright. So, let's, basically what I plan to do is I want to intervene on the behalf, for the purposes of creating a fair deal for everybody. So right now, we got Canada is a member of the Social Conservatives, but the French Empire has been recreated, although they're run by Social Democrats, which is really weird. So, the Entente, in role-playing terms, is looking really good right now. The Commune of France just had a military coup, so, that's not good. It's just sounding violent over there. And Germany is staying authoritarian democratic for the moment. I definitely think we don't want to deal with the czars or the emperors. Yeah, so who knows? We might have to save some people from Japanese oppression. And the thing is, they're going to come after the Philippines at some point. So I really should probably prioritize my navy being in the Pacific. So having just said that, let's come over here to our navy. What is this? Oh, no, we're not going to build the light tanks yet. Let's come over here and take a look at our navy. We're going to start putting you all in our Pacific battle fleet. Yeah, everybody go in there. And we're just stockpiling the convoys, of course. Infantry equipment, only about a month away. Oh, Insulindia is breaking off. Let's see how that plays out. Both authoritarian Democrats, so we're not really bothered with it. Not our business, is it? Alright, and command points. We might as well spend some of this stuff. Maybe scavenger, I'm thinking. Yeah. Boy, we're getting that stuff coming in so slow, though. Guatemala is starting to look pretty big here. They're trying to, some sort of fight going on for who's going to form Central America. They're working with El Salvador. Okay, so they're both just tearing apart Honduras and Nicaragua. So I'm guaranteeing their independence, but not from each other. All right, now before I keep working on the Navy stuff, let's first get some more these up and running. Actually, I really shouldn't, I think. Well, no, I gotta get some stuff built because I am on a civilian factory. I'm still on a civilian economy. So it's going to be slow going building those, but I got a strong enough economy that I can deal with it. What's going on in Italy? Social conservatives are in charge down here in the Republic. Everything else is about the same. Greece, they're going for equal rights. They're social liberals, social conservatives, social democrats. It's pretty liberal Balkans, I gotta say. Now, we're approaching 1939. Do I just want to take one of these, even though it's a... Yeah, I think we can suck up that ahead-of-time penalty for the industry. Okay. Union ties. Do I want that now or later? Yeah, let's pick this up now. Or, then again, we can come down here and get the American Creed without it. We'll come back to it later. We're approaching 40%. Maybe on second thought I should have taken union ties. That would get me into a brand new bracket of political power gain. Khedivate of Egypt. Because they've been puppeted by the Ottomans. And just Arabia, because they've also been puppeted. They put a Rashid in charge. Also, Iran has been puppeted. So, Ottomans look like they won pretty decisively, I would say. What do they do now? They'll probably end up joining Germany at some point. I already checked in on these. Okay, Bos is in charge in the commune, but they're forming a new federation over here. Could be anybody's game. American capitalism. The American Republic is a capitalist nation, and through this executive order, we can revitalize the age of progress that dissidents and populists intend to destroy. The president has invited business councils to be formed again in D.C. Taxes will be lowered, and the stock market will be made safe from terrorism. All right. The rest of you keep coming over here. Oh, one of you's not quite trained, are they? Let's bring you back here. Brazil just joined Germany. Okay, so they basically have a foothold on every continent, almost every continent right now, the Germans. Third International is not looking so hot. Now, if we're gonna... Yeah, encryption. Yeah, I'd say right now my main enemy looks like it's going to be Japan, who's sort of advancing against the Russians. Oh, Vladimir. Hey, Vladimir got a new portrait too. Oh, this looks so much better. He's still probably a bitch, though, who's going to just side with Germany all the time. Carlists are really hanging in there. Totalists in the Bharatiya commune. I knew that because I just saw it. Okay, let's get into that new bracket of popularity. Union ties. So what does this say? Something about the NLRB? After the bill for the NLRB was defeated in Congress, a more ad hoc solution was passed via executive order. The order re-engages antitrust laws and forbids federal agents from taking action in favor or against strikes without the National Guard and IWW being present. No more strike breaker gangs or wildcat strikes. Wow, that's really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of such a thing. National Guard and the IWW has to be present. Very interesting stuff. Okay, let's get some more excavation, because the more we excavate, the more we can trade. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to, yeah, I think the new rule is you only can work with people who... You can only trade with people who share the same ideologies with you. So what we should do here is... How do we go? Country, commerce, export, delivery. How do we check who's what? Like, if I tried to do this, will this work? Okay, I know Dos Alsatian is not liberal. Okay, I guess it's maybe whoever's in a bracket with you or something. The pea shooter. Which one's the pea shooter? Oh yeah, the fighter. Fix that up. And yeah, we're gonna keep going here. Just forge right through. How's this looking? Almost everybody's done here. I think we're gonna have to slow things down. We're just not building... We're not building this stuff fast enough. It's taking way too long. I think it's gonna take longer than I thought to get on a war footing. Dominion of India did a invasion down here? What just happened? But the Dominion in Hyderabad have begun a war. It looks like Hyderabad was not going to give up Bombay. So yeah, they're at war now with the entire Entente. And if they lose... If the Entente wins, it's a pretty good argument, I think, for me to move on. Wait a minute. Why am I not in a new party popularity bracket? Okay, maybe it's just going to take a day. Nope. It's not switching over. It still says I'm at 30 to 40%. Well, that's not fair. That was a great way to waste 42 days. But the Philippines, you see, this is what I like to see. They are busily pumping out divisions for me. Thank you very much. Could build some stuff down there, some infrastructure, but no. We're going to let's just for now build some naval dockyards here in the east for our Pacific fleet, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, we're gonna have a big ass navy. Yeah, so sorry, I hope I'm not talking too quietly. Now, looks like the Central American Republic has been created. It is an authoritarian democracy. All right. What are they going to do now? I guess military centralism? No. Military control. This is what they're going to do. Moderates have secured their position of power. I don't know. National monopoly. We will now be able to align ourselves on the world stage. They're authoritarian Democrats. It's not super oppressive, but oh, no, 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 no. They went paternal autocratic. Can't stand for that, can we? But world tension's still low. We don't have power. We're missing a lot of stuff. Now, if we're going to be going against China, I think infiltration, not China, against Japan, I think infiltration is going to be the way to go. But we've reached 1939, so let's keep working on our industry. We are still very much a sleeping giant. This is a good idea, right? Let me improve my infantry equipment even while I can't put guns in the hands of all the people I've already got. Thunderbird Division, huh? Alright. Are we in the new bracket yet? There we go. 40 to 50% popularity. Good. So now we're going to get the American Creed, which says there's an up-and-coming interpretation of American values popular with social democrats and social liberals making waves in Congress. It is the American Creed, and congressmen have begun to mention it in relation to desegregation bills and social security positions. This will drain the Socialist Party of America of supporters. So this gives me more political power, more recruitable population, and greater stability. How is my recruitable population? Good, I don't have any negatives, so it's only a bonus. Sweet, and then with that political power boost, we should be getting out of this hole sooner than you think. Now, so I've been rushing for this. I guess American values would be the natural next one to grab. Wait, what is this? Modify. Wait, we got a couple things going on here. Modify Americanism by daily political power gain plus 0.15. Ooh, yeah, so let's knock these out then. Let's knock these three out. The Conservative Manifesto. A subgroup of Democrats met a month ago to discuss the future of the party. Among these are Strom Thurmond and Happy Chandler. Strom Thurmond. Saying Strom Thurmond's long-serving is putting it pretty lightly. That resist the drift of the Democratic Party toward the political center. Their conservative manifesto is an argument against the long-term effects of the Fair Deal and a restoration of the rights of states. The question, though, is what shall the party as a whole reaction be to this so-called conservative manifesto? Can support the manifesto or denounce the manifesto. Either way, it's going to get parties that are not me more popular. So I guess let's, because I kind of want to see what happens if you manage to hold the National Unity Party together. Like, is it eventually going to break up again? Or not. It doesn't matter which one, because it doesn't affect me either way. You know what? I'm going to support the manifesto. I want to see if Strom Thurmond can run for president in the 40s. He did run for president once. I think it was, I want to say it was 52 he was in the primaries. Was it 52? Yeah, I want to say it was 52. Don't quote me on it. I could be completely wrong. Let's also get patrolling our coastline, yeah? At a real Burke out here. Okay. Dispersed Industry 3 is done. Okay, I think we've done quite enough there. And I think, no, still too far ahead of time to grab some of that other stuff. But it is 1939, so we could finally get the medium tanks, start getting some of those in production. Yeah, I'm telling you, tanks, Marines, all that good stuff. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Now, what else is going on in the world? Japan and Transmer, they're still pushing against Russia. Oh, is Russia now fighting in the West? Looks like they're going after Belarusia, and the Australasian Guard coup has happened. You don't see that every day. All right. It's different. It's definitely different. There's also a war on Ceylon. Ceylon became independent at some point. They're a puppet of Hyderabad. Oh, right, because of the whole Entente. That's correct. Okay, American values. What is this going to do for us? The American values of old was an unsaid goal of ours to expand our nation and elevate each other's livelihoods. This message is still lost to the Socialist Party of America and America First Party, who are now adrift in the sea of politics. Congress has all come together to proclaim to the President and the American people that they stand behind American values in its true form. All right, but the good news is that'll finally get me out of the doghouse in regards to political power. And we've almost reached 30 divisions, so I can actually just send volunteers around and we can actually get some action happening, right? I don't know what these guys are going to do. Militarize the Union. And then Costa Rica. Costa Rica's still independent. Costa Rica's independent? Let's Let's get you guys out here. Okay. West Indies Federation, Bolivia. What is going on out there in the world? This is a big old Bolivia. Did they take something? I feel like they took this. Chacho Boreal. I feel like they didn't start with that. I'm not sure. I feel like they took it from Paraguay. So what's going on over here in France? They should be demanding, World War II is going to be starting soon, I think. Ceylon just capitulated, so the Entente is, yeah, look at that. They're really starting to tear apart Hyderabad. Don't care about Churchill. Entente is making a solid, they're making a solid case for themselves. They have moderate politics, for the most part, the big three of Canada and the Empire and India. Down here, paternal autocrats have won, but they're not members of the Entente. I'm just saying they're making a good argument for themselves, but I need to keep one eye on Japan. Now, I don't think Japan is going to come after the Philippines while they're still fighting Russia, but you never know what could happen. Let's see, it's 1939, so it means we can get better artillery as well. And we're now going to basically finish up this branch. Of course, we still have a couple things we haven't taken, but it's fine. New Day in America, which does not have localization. How embarrassing. But yeah, we're going to be basically done here. So I think we're kind of solid. We're getting 0.87 political power a day. The New Day in America is going to increase that. I think that we can go after some more war support now. The thing is, I think we're going to need help from the world tension to get it up high enough, because if we went down here to new officers, that's 5, then we can do it as another 5. And I don't think there's any more war support increases over here. So that only gets us to 42%. Walkie-talkies, Rangers, GI Bill. GI Bill increases the popularity of social liberals. So I guess whoever passes the GI Bill is going to get more popular. Oh, there it is. I was wondering. The end to the coalition party. With the crisis of 1936 well and truly over, and the 1940 election occurring next year, the coalition ticket has dissolved, making way for the progressives, Republicans, and Democrats to resume their normal political campaigning. Floyd Olson has also announced that he will not be seeking re-election, which has allowed speculation to float around as to whom should replace the man who saved America. God bless America. So, okay, we got the war support too to go to partial mobilization, and that's probably what I want to do first. I got to start cutting into these consumer good factories. We also still have the National Recovery Act on, but I'm actually kind of okay with that. Could be worse. I'm in no rush to get rid of it. Like, it's gonna mean such a detour. Look at all this stuff I'm gonna have to take. I'm fine with keeping it on for a little while. Then again, I feel from a role-playing perspective, maybe I should just finish up the revitalized economy, because then I'll have this huge, swollen, big freaking economy. So I guess really it comes down to the idea of, well, Olson's not going to run for re-election, so I could create this concept of who is going to stay in power. Like, would the social liberals get reelected because they basically saved America? But the thing is, they've broken up again. Now it's the Republican Party in charge once more. And they didn't finish revitalizing the economy, although they did allow democracy to prevail. So maybe that democracy prevailing is going to come back and bite them in the butt because they didn't actually help average Americans. So people feel good, but they're not actually good. Like, the political choices are open and more moderate now. There's less radicalism, but they haven't actually finished the job of fixing America. Division over big business support. It is known by most Democrats that economic reform is necessary to preserve American integrity. To this end, Democrats defer on the agency the government must take towards existing industries that are ailing. A proposed civil works program to electrify the Southwest using hydroelectric power hit a snag, as Democrats could not agree on the role of public works in the marketplace. The works would be able to undercut private electricity companies because they would be able to cross state borders and build dams on public land. Conservative Democrats oppose such intrusions as these, saying that it violates states' rights to govern trade. More liberal-minded Democrats hold fast that the necessity and the potential of public works outweighs the risks. Okay, so I guess I need to start asking myself if I'm going to go social conservative or not. And this also gets into the whole concept of, the Monroe Doctrine. What am I going to do? You know what? Let's have the conservative. There's no way there's no getting around it. We've been doing a lot of public works, but perhaps not enough. Let's have the conservatives win out. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. We could work on our navy a little more. Whoops. Yeah, let's come. No. Let's work on the doctrines a little bit more and modify our government. Not yet. So we've improved the relations. Yeah, we got a new day in America. What now? Is it worth? On the other hand, I could finish this. I could try to finish this, and then why wouldn't the social liberals win in a landslide? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make Floyd Olson the hero. Floyd Olson. He's already said he's not running for re-election, so he's just gonna. Oh, Hyderabad is into hostilities. Second Melbourne Uprising. Massive unrest in the Australasian Confederation has culminated in the second Melbourne Uprising by syndicalists, mirroring the first such uprising in 1924, and which was crushed by both the government and paramilitary forces. This time, however, the unpopular Australasian-led government folded under pressure from the public and has turned over control of the government to the Australasian Council of Trade Unions, which has promised the public a restoration of order and a fair deal for the Australasian working man. The revolution has rippled across the country and led to outbreaks of even more demonstrations, and so far it is unknown whether the Entente will step in to intervene. Ooh, interesting. So now we've got Cindy's down here. That also means New Zealand's going to break off here in a second, I believe. You know what I really need? Eisenhower. I need him already. Can we get him? I want him yesterday. I gotta start getting some army experience. I'm never gonna be able to have good Marines at this rate. I need some good Marines. I want some good Marines. I want to be able to power project. We're gonna play some small ball. Damn, that is a lot of divisions Mexico's got on my border. That's making me a little nervous there, Pancho. And I know you've got a rep for coming at the United States. Okay. Could continue to work on. No, we can keep. Yeah, let's work a little bit on the Navy. Yeah, when in doubt, work on the Navy. Let's come over here. We're not trading for anything we don't need, right? Okay. We're importing a little bit of rubber and some chromium. That's basically the only thing I'm short on. Come on, let's get to 150. Get to 150. What's Japan doing? They're not coming at me yet, right? Okay. Transmer got pretty big, pretty fast. Okay, let's switch that out. We still only have one factory here. We got so little happening. More people joining Germany. Empire of Brazil has been established under Pedro III. Okay. So, yeah, Germany has got lots of friends. They lost Belarusia, but I think that's just fine for them. Now, is the Commune of France? Yeah, the Commune of France is about to kick off the big war. Boulder Dam is completed. This morning, I came and I saw, and I was conquered, as everyone who sees this for the first time, this great feat of mankind. 10 years ago, the place where we are gathered was a sparse, forbidding desert. In the bottom of a gloomy canyon, those precipitous walls rose to a height of more than 1,000 feet, flowed a turbulent, dangerous river. The mountains on either side of the canyon were difficult of access with... Okay, I'm done reading this. This begins Quentin Roosevelt's speech dedicating the creation of Boulder Dam, which has finally been completed today. That is why I have the right once more to congratulate you who have built the Boulder Dam, and on behalf of the nation to say to you, well done. So Nevada and Arizona just got a little bit of infrastructure. Isn't that nice? All right, let's get some relief for the farmers. Those are really important voters. They do vote. What does this? Let's find out what these policies are doing. So farmer relief means that sharecroppers and tenant farmers make up a significant portion of our constituency, especially in the core power of the Midwest. We must extend a credit program with very low interest rates to farmers who apply to resettle land, especially land in the Old South and Steel Belt. Okay. Okay, we can finally move up to some early mobilization. Because the government's seizing more control, so they're saying, "Hey, you guys got to mobilize. We got to fix this country." Plus, things are getting a little tense out there in the world. You know, we've been hearing rumors about the Japanese. They might try to pull something. Okay, finally we can start building the medium tanks. Good. We can begin having our first little inklings of a tank army, or some tank divisions, right? The first twinkles in our eyes of tank divisions. Now, expanded special forces program, still a little bit too ahead of time on that. Is there any more naval doctrine research bonuses? I don't want to put those to waste. We have one down here. There's a lot of stuff. We have new admirals, waves, America rules the waves. Possibly. We're going to probably focus on that more than the army. Although I don't want to fall too far behind either. Well, in any event, I think we're going to stop once the war breaks out here. Italy just took a swing at the Papal States, and yeah, we're about to get the big war happening in Europe, and that's going to spike us some world tension. All right, I need to make a decision already. You know, we are doing Grand Battle Plan, so we may as well stack the bonuses on this side of the tree and start filling up onto tanks. Tanks, but no tanks. We've got tanks, but no tanks. All right, Dixie Division is done. Let's come over here, and now we're going to do the Emergency Relief Act, which is going to give us some civilian factories. If the government is taking charge to stop unemployment, we must start with local and state government. We can create and fund local government to give unskilled positions to government offices. This also appeals to state government advocates as well. All right, what's going on? Yeah, I guess the Commune of France just started the focus a little bit later than usual. It probably had something to do with the military coup. France was probably in the middle of a focus or something, and then that's when things got stopped. Oh, you know what? I just remembered I was supposed to get the Chief of Staff, Chief of Army. My bad. It's because I wanted to get the economy up and running a little bit. That's kind of annoying. Okay, but it's fine. We'll get a whole lot of infantry equipment, though. I think we can maybe modify, but let's not for right now. Let's just try to keep cranking more out as quickly as we can. We got to be ready. Here we go, the Alsace ultimatum. The world is on a precipice. What you gonna do, Germany? And there you have it. The big war has begun. And I'll see you all in the next episode, in which business is about to pick up, and we'll see how things play out. Thanks for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. Hope you're enjoying this comfy series. I sure am, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.